This production of Wareham Gatemen Baseball is brought to you by the Gatemen Baseball Network in association with the Cape Cod Baseball League. The Wareham Gatemen are 2018 Cape Cod Baseball League champions. With a high-flying offense, miraculous defense, and lights-out pitching, they took the league by storm last season. Now, with a new manager, new players, and a new broadcasting crew, they'll look to go back-to-back and win their 9th title.
Ripped out to left field and fairly deep, back to the track, to the wall, and this one is gone! A grand slam for Lyle Lockhart! Aaron's 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. Tolia goes down swinging, and that's the ball game.
This one's absolutely roped by Will Robertson out to deep right field, and this one is going to be off the wall. Collins will play it on that hop. He's got play at second base, and he threw him out! Isaac Collins from the warning track throws out Robertson at second base.
Join Gabe Genovesi, Jonah Karp, and Addison van Patten for the 2019 CCBL season.
Up the middle, base hit. Dunn will score easily. Shenton being waved home. He's gonna score. And the Gatemen lead 7-5 in the 9th. Luke Roscom comes through.
Wareham trails by 2. The payoff pitch to Martellini. Line drive into center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. Lockhart being waved around third. He will score. We got a tie ball game in the 9th. Gian Martellini comes through in a big way against his former team.
This one's going to be smoked out towards left center field. A long run out there for Jeremy Idens, and he's going to reach over the wall. Oh my goodness, he made the catch. Jeremy Idens just took a home run away from J.J. Blade, reaching over the wall here at left field in Eldridge Park.
Swung on, drilled into deep right field at the track, at the wall, and it's gone! A walk-off home run for the Gatemen. Austin Shenton wins it for Wareham.
Skied into deep right field. Collins going back on it, reaches up. He made the catch! Isaac Collins took away a home run from Tristan English! Oh my goodness, Isaac Collins.
For the runner there, Michael Bush, the pitch home. Fastball swung on and missed, and the Gatemen win their 8th title and won for the first time since 2012. The Wareham Gatemen are kings of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
It's time for Wareham Gatemen Baseball, and here for the call are Gabe Genovesi and Jonah Karp.
From Lowell Park, the Wareham Gatemen looking to pick up their first victory since Sunday. It's a battle of 2 of the top teams in the Western Division. The Gatemen looking for their first victory here in Cotuit this season. They'll take on the Kettleers at 5 p.m. alongside Gabe Genovesi. I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, these 2 teams pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, both these teams 4-2-1 to start the year. Cotuit's only played one other team in the Western Division. They defeated Hyannis 11-0 earlier this year. Every other game they've played has been in the Eastern Division. They're 3-2-1 against the East, the CCBL East. But this is a very high-powered offense in Cotuit. They really swing the bat well. Top 3 in the league and average 10 home runs this season as well for Cotuit. That leads the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Let's take you through the starting lineup for the Gatemen. Braden Ward leading things off for the first time this season. Darren Baker hitting in the 2-hole like he has been. Andy Thomas batting third, the recently turned 21 Andy Thomas. Cam Guangarena in the cleanup spot. He's the catcher for today's game. Jacob Teeter over at first base. Benjamin Sims at short. Dallas Beaver making his debut with the Wareham Gatemen. He's batting 7th. Mike Antico batting 8th. And Tora Otsuka rounding out the batting order for the Wareham Gatemen. Left to right in the outfield, it's Major, Hill, and Shavers. Schmidt over at third. Oviedo at short. Gonzalez at second base. Dodd at first. Kessler behind the plate. And the starting pitcher for the Cotuit Kettleers, Evan Justice. Richmond, Virginia native, 6'4", 190 pounds. A southpaw, rising junior at NC State. Didn't have the best of seasons this year with the Wolfpack, a 4.66 ERA through 36 and 2/3 innings. But 36 strikeouts in those 36 innings. That's not too shabby, but 17 walks. 29 separate appearances. Pitched out of relief all season for the Wolfpack. Making the start today for Cotuit. This is his second appearance with the Kettleers this season. Went 3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 hits, and walked 2 back on the 11th of June against Chatham. Only struck out 1 in those 3 innings. Not quite the same numbers he put up at NC State in the ACC this year. He'll face Braden Ward, Darren Baker, and Andy Thomas to begin the top of the first inning. Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with us. It's a beautiful 65 degrees in Cotuit, Massachusetts. First time the Gatemen this season have come to Lowell Park. The last time the Gatemen were in Lowell Park, it was when they swept the Kettleers in the playoffs in the first round of the postseason last year. The first 2 victories of a 6-zip playoff run. One of the best in the history of the Cape Cod League.
One of the best in the history of the Cape Cod League, and the first team since the playoffs went to 3 rounds to sweep all the way through. We've talked about that 2018 season a decent amount already this year. Special season for the Gatemen, and you said it, they swept Cotuit the last time these two teams met, and hopefully Wareham can get back in the win column today. Again, it's early. We're only 7 games in, this being game number 8, but when it's only a 44-game season, these early games, these early points matter, and winner of today's game takes over sole possession of first place in the West.
Both these teams 4-2-1, but the Gatemen coming off a loss, coming off an 8-5 loss in Falmouth back on Monday. These two teams scheduled to face different teams yesterday, but both of those getting rained out. Rain across the Cape League yesterday, so nobody played. Braden Ward, Darren Baker, Andy Thomas will be the 3 to begin the top of the first inning. The Kettleers in their home white uniforms in pinstripes, maroon numbering and lettering. The Gatemen in their navy blue tops, their gray bottoms trimmed in blue, red numbering and lettering. The conventional look for Wareham this season. First man up, Braden Ward. He's been batting at the bottom of the order in each of the games he's played. First time leading off, and he takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. We're underway. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast. Justice working quickly, out of the windup, bunted foul. Trickles along the third base line. 1 ball and 1 strike to Braden Ward. Ward out in center field tonight for Wareham. A left-on-left matchup. Justice is ready to go. Deals from the windup, the 1-1. Misses far outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Braden Ward, the California native, 2019 Pac-12 honorable mention. Takes a fastball upstairs, and Justice quickly falls behind. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ward, the rising junior at the University of Washington, batted .321 this past season with a homer and 26 RBIs. The 3-1. Lined in the air, it drops quickly in front of the second baseman Gonzalez, flips over to first, and retires Braden Ward by a couple of strides.
Not a bad crowd here at Cotuit tonight either. 5 o'clock first pitch early, and third base stands filled up pretty nicely.
This is a very nice ballpark. Not the biggest of ballparks we've seen. About 390 dead center, 320 down the lines. First pitch to Darren Baker is a curveball that misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. But a nice crowd on hand, like you said, Gabe. Baker squares to bunt. Pulls his bat back at the last second, takes a pitch downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Justice missing early with a lot of his pitches. Baker coming off an 0-for-5 appearance. Fastball, nips the outer half, 2-1. Went 0-for-5 against Falmouth, his first 0-for this season. The pitch, chopped back up the middle toward the center of the diamond and through into center field for a base hit. Darren Baker pulls in at first with a 1-out single.
And despite the 0-for-5 performance, he had at Falmouth. Baker still batting .355 this season, and he now has a hit in every game but that Falmouth game, so 7 of 8 games.
Our stats man / producer, Javik Blake, letting us know that the Kettleers this season are 3rd in attendance and average attendance tossed back to first. Baker back to the bag. Average just over 1,000 people per game. 1,025 to be exact. Andy Thomas, a new batter, the designated hitter, batting 3rd. Runner at first base, 1 away, no score, top of the first. Another throw back to first. Darren Baker back to the bag. Baker 20 for 20 in stolen base opportunities this season. The rising junior at the University of California, Berkeley. 27th round pick by Washington back in 2017. The son of longtime manager and player Dusty Baker. Baker holds at first base, pitch downstairs to Andy Thomas, 1 ball and no strikes. Cam Guangarena in the on-deck circle. Andy Thomas just turned 21 back on Monday. The 1-0. Ground ball, right side, scooped up by the first baseman. Dodd goes to second for 1, but that'll be it. Nifty play from Dodd to retire the lead runner, Darren Baker, who was hustling from first to second. Andy Thomas pulls in at first on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away.
And Dodd kind of double clutched there, too. It's almost like he lost that ball. It was a really close play at second, closer than it should have been. If he doesn't double clutch, I'm curious to see if they would have been able to turn 2 there.
That'll bring up Cam Guangarena. Comes to bat with a runner at first and 2 away. Still no score in the top of the first inning. Justice sets the letters, checks the runner at first base. And throws back to first. Well, Andy Thomas not really a threat to run. Rising senior at Baylor. More of a power guy. Batted .335 this year with 4 homers, 32 RBIs. First pitch to Guangarena. Taken well inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball at 93 miles per hour off the hand of Evan Justice. Justice, the State of Virginia Player of the Year back in 2017. Went to Collegiate High School, the same high school as Russell Wilson, another NC State product. The pitch. Fastball over the outer half for strike 1, 1-1. That time at 90 miles per hour. Cam Guangarena went to St. John Bosco High School in California. The pitch, waved at and missed. Guangarena golfing for 1 in the dirt. 1-2. Finished his high school career with the most hits in school history. Now a rising sophomore at Cal State Fullerton. Runner at first, 2 away. The pitch. High chopper, right side of the infield. Second baseman Gonzalez waits on it, tosses over to first. Dodd goes down to his knees to pick it out of the air, but he does in time to retire Cam Guangarena for the 3rd out of the inning. Gatemen leave 1 stranded in the top of the first, still no scores. We head to the bottom of the first. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Let's take you through the Cotuit Kettleers starting lineup. Nick Gonzalez leading things off. Aubrey Major batting second. Araja New batting third. He's the DH tonight for the Kettleers. Parker Chavers, the cleanup batter. Casey Schmidt over at third base batting fifth. Cameron Hill batting sixth. Adam Oviedo batting seventh. Mason Dodd behind him. And then Colton Kessler rounding out the batting order for the Kettleers. Left to right in the outfield, Mike Antico, Braden Ward, and Tora Otsuka. Dallas Beaver over at third, making his Gateman debut. Benjamin Sems at short, Darren Baker at second, Jacob Teeter at first. And Cam Guangarena, the catcher. Joseph Barron, first pitch, taken downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Joseph Barron making his second appearance with the Gatemen this season. Pitch back on June 12th. Breaking ball, right down Broadway, 1-1. Allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs through an inning and 2/3. Struck out 2. The 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, 78 miles per hour off the fingers of Joseph Barron. 2 balls and 1 strike to Nick Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez just gets a piece of it, fouls it off to the left side of home plate, 2-2.
That went at 91 from Barron. Gonzalez a little late on it after the curveball.
Barron mixing up his pitches, going off speed, then going back to the fastball. 2 ball, 2 strike count with Aubrey Major on deck. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Breaking ball sits downstairs at 83. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. That time a fastball at 91. Barron just missed it at the top of the strike zone, and Nick Gonzalez works a full count walk to begin the bottom of the first. Going to bring up Aubrey Major from Indianapolis. The switch hitter, rising junior at Xavier. Batting from the right side with a runner at first base. Nobody out. The pitch. Right down the pipe, 0-1. Major out in left field tonight for Cotuit. Both these teams coming into the game at 4-2-1 this season. Jostling for the top spot in the Western Division. 1 ball, no strike to count to the left fielder Major. The Big East Freshman of the Year at Xavier. Long look in from Barron, now comes set at the letters. Looks over at first, delivers, and fires a breaking ball over the bat of Aubrey Major, swung right through it, 0-2. During his sophomore campaign, Major batted .281 with 7 homers and 34 RBIs. The pitch. Just downstairs, a fastball. Major lets it go, 1-2. Runner at first with nobody out. Strikeout's a big problem for Major this year, 51 compared to 18 walks. Barron steps off the rubber to buy some time. Joseph Barron, a rising senior at East Stroudsburg University, a D2 school. The pitch. Check swing, breaking ball in the dirt, check down to first, he didn't go. Matthew Gatain making that call, 2-2.
Another good breaking ball from Barron there. I thought he went around. Of course, we're at the worst angle possible to decide that, but it was close.
Throw back to first. Lazy throw. Buys Gonzalez enough time to get back to the bag. We're behind home plate, but shifted just a little bit toward the right. So don't have a direct line of vision behind home plate. 2-2, the count remains to the number 2 batter. Breaking ball, lifted foul along the right side, out of play. We'll do it again with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Joseph Barron, the native of West Hazelton, Pennsylvania. Not the biggest pitcher, only stands at 5'10", 190 pounds. Had a pretty good year at East Stroudsburg. 267 earned run average through 27 innings. 25 strikeouts in those 27 innings. And how about this? Only 3 walks in 7 different appearances. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch from Barron. Breaking ball, chopped foul along the left side. We'll do it again with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Araja New in the on-deck circle. Aubrey Major towers over the pitcher for Wareham. Barron only stands at 5'10". Major in the batter's box stands at 6'6", 205 pounds. Barron checks the runner at first. Kicks, delivers the pitch. Lazy chopped foul, right side of home plate. We'll do it again. We mentioned the last time that the Gatemen were here in Lowell Park. It was when they swept the Kettleers in the first round of the postseason last year. On the coaching staff was Jerry Weinstein, now the head coach of the Gatemen. The pitch, fastball downstairs, low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Major. Few teams in the Cape League have had as storied of a history as a throwback to first is just a lollipop throw to make sure Gonzalez is close to the bag. Few teams have had as storied of a history as Cotuit. They've won the championship 16 times, which is a record. The pitch, breaking ball, line drive foul along the left field line. We'll do it again with a full count. The Kettleers were founded in 1947. But the Gatemen, the team that is coming off a championship appearance 28 times in the modern era. You go back 74 years. The defending champion repeated for the title. It's over a third of the time. Breaking ball, line drive in the air, right field. That'll dunk in for a base hit in front of Otsuka. Gonzalez goes first to third. Aubrey Major pulls in at first. Throw goes into second. And the Kettleers have runners at the corners with nobody out in the bottom of the first.
Barron left the breaking ball way up there, way up in the zone, and Major made him pay for it, slaps that one to right field. And Cotuit's in business early.
Gonzalez at third base. He walked. Aubrey Major at first. He singled. And that'll bring up the number 3 batter, Araja New. Nobody out, bottom of the first. And Barron in a bit of a predicament. The pitch. Line drive, right field. Nope. Snagged by Darren Baker. Goes apex to pull that down. And everybody holds one away.
Wow, Darren Baker just saved a run. My goodness, did he get up.
Darren Baker, the second baseman, only stands at 6 feet, 170 pounds. Not the biggest infielder the Gatemen have, but boy, did he go up to go get that.
With the way that ball.
Breaking ball to Parker Chavers, sits upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes.
With the way that ball was kind of traveling, too, he had to hang up there as it was hit hard off the bat, but then kind of just floated out there.
Fastball paints the outer half, 1-1.
Credit to Baker for timing his jump perfectly. And now we'll see if Bear can get a ground ball here, maybe get a double play to get out of it.
Gonzalez still at third with Major at first. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Frank Auditori, the home plate umpire. The pitch from Barron. Rocketed right side on the ground. Flipped to second for 1. Turn to first. A low throw picked out of the dirt by the first baseman, Teeter. And that's how the first inning comes to an end. Joseph Barron helped out by some stellar defense as Baker turns the double play. 4-6-3 on your scorecard, and the Gatemen get out of the first inning unscathed. The Kettleers leave one stranded, No runs on a hit, and one man left. After one, still no score. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
Top of the second inning, no score. Gatemen coming to bat. Jacob Teeter, Benjamin Sims, Dallas Beaver, the 3-2 up against Evan Justice. Worked around a hit in the first inning. First pitch to Jacob Teeter. Swung right through a breaking ball at 85 miles per hour. Count 0-1. Jacob Teeter batting 5th for the Gatemen tonight, playing first base. The pitch popped up in the air, right side of the infield, drifts all the way out to the outfield. The first baseman Dodd going back. He's called off by Chavers, the right fielder. Makes the catch, 1 away.
Been a rather smooth start for Justice. Of course, Baker singled up the middle, but other than that, it's been an easy 5 batters, 5 outs.
That single by Darren Baker snapped an 0 for skid, his first of the season. First pitch to Benjamin Sims, squares to bunt, pulls his bat back and watches a pitch sit downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Baker went 0 for 5 against Falmouth on Monday. First time he's gone hitless in a game this season. Entered that game leading the entire league in batting average. Pitch right down the middle to Benjamin Sims, 1-1.
And to give you an idea of how far ahead he was of everyone, he went 0 for 5 and he's 3rd in the league in average now. Still hitting .355.
The 1-1. Inside, strike. The Gatemen still have the top player in batting average in the whole CCBL. Darren Baker near the top, but it's actually Chad Stevens. Pitch in and out of the glove of Kessler. Skips to the backstop. 3 balls and 1 strike. Benjamin Sims, the virtual everyday shortstop for the Wareham Gatemen this season. 3-1. Taken inside, ball 4. Evan Justice was having some trouble with his command in the first inning. Ended up working around a 1-out hit to Darren Baker. Still struggling a little bit with his command here in the... In steps Dallas Beaver. First at bat in a Gateman uniform. Long look over to first base. Justin now turns to the plate. Fires a pitch downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Dallas Beaver listed as a catcher. Rising senior at the University of Central Florida. Played in the Northwoods League last summer. Fastball downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
With the Lakeshore Chinooks in the Northwoods League. And this kid, when he gets in a groove, he can hit.
Playing third base tonight, batting 7th for the Gatemen. Long look over to first, and Beaver calls for time.
Again, you said it, mainly a catcher, but at third tonight, I've seen him play first, even saw him play right field for a couple of games last summer. He's not an outfielder at all, but let's just say Lakeshore was short on bodies, and Dallas Beaver was out in right field.
Beaver, a versatile position player. The 2-0. Chopped left side of the infield, under the glove of the shortstop Oviedo, and into left center field. Benjamin Sems rounds first, heads over to round second rather. And Dallas Beaver pulls in at first. Runners at the corners for the Wareham Gatemen with one away in the top of the second.
Good piece of hitting by Beaver there. Gets a pitch on the outside half of the plate, takes it the other way, and with the shortstop Oviedo shading towards second, it gets through that 6-hole. And now the Gatemen are in business.
Dallas Beaver, welcome to the Wareham Gatemen. Mike Antico, the new batter. Antico batting 8th tonight. Comes to bat in a good position. Runners at the corners with one away. A similar spot that the Kettleers were in the last half inning. They actually had runners at the corners with nobody out, but couldn't take advantage. Joseph Barron helped out by some great defense, most notably by Darren Baker. Left on left matchup, first pitch. Line foul into the stands along the left side. 0-1. Mike Antico from Colts Neck, New Jersey, a rising senior at St. John's. Had a great year at St. John's. .386 batting average, 6 homers, 29 RBIs, an on-base percentage of an even .500. Sems at third base, Beaver at first base. One away. Antico squares to bunt and rolls it foul right behind home plate. 0-2. This is something we've seen before where he swings at the first pitch but then tries a bunt on the second pitch. Not sure why, but I can't imagine he's going to try to bunt again with an 0-2 count. The pitch just misses the outside corner, 1-2.
Wow. I thought home plate umpire Frank Auditore was winding up to punch him out there. That was a good pitch from Justice. Just missed.
1 ball, 2 strike the count with one away. Justice delivers, and it's popped up in the air along the left side into foul territory. Schmidt, the third baseman, ranging over, and it's in the stands. So we'll do it again at a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gray-leaden skies tonight here in Cotuit, Massachusetts. It rained yesterday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tonight, but the rain has been pushed further and further back as the day has progressed. Not looking good. Runners at the corners, the 1-2. Breaking ball, slapped foul along the left side. We'll do it again. A little chilly, not too windy. A cool 65 degrees. There's an American flag that's right over the batter's eye to the left of the scoreboard in dead center. Not blowing at all in the wind. Throw back to first. Beaver back to the bag. Beaver at first base, Sems at third base. One away, no score. Second. 1-2 count to Antico. The pitch hits Antico right on the numbers. Tried to back away from it. Instead gets thumped. And the bases are juiced for the Wareham Gatemen for the number 9 batter, Toru Otsuka.
And that's a good at-bat for Antico, who fought off a couple of pitches there, a couple off-speed pitches that he just slapped out of play. Again, could have struck out on
the Dallas Beaver stops at third, and Toru Otsuka pulls in at first base with a 1-out single, an RBI single. And that breaks the ice. Gatemen on top 1-0.
And Toru Otsuka has quietly been very good early in this season for the game. He's now 4 for 10 with a walk, and that's his second RBI in just his 4th appearance.
3 ducks still on the pond for the Gatemen. Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Beaver now at third, Antico at second, Otsuka at first. The new batter, Ward, who's 0 for 1. First pitch, fastball over the outer third, 0-1. Ward grounded out to the second baseman Gonzalez, the first at bat of the ball game. Another left-on-left matchup. The Gatemen batting order tonight and virtually every night, chock full of left-handed batters. One away, 1-0 Gatemen. The pitch, slapped on the ground, left slide, slowly rolled over to the short, picked up by Oviedo, tossed to second for one, turn to first is not in time. And another run comes home for the Gatemen on top 2-0.
So Ward reaches on the fielder's choice. Again, it's a little thing, but the speed of Braden Ward allows the Gatemen to tack on another run here in the second inning. If Cotuit turns 2 there, the inning's over, and it's 1-0 instead. Ward doesn't have the at-bat he would like, but Wareham gets another run in.
Ward does pick up the RBI, gets the job done. And some more early insurance for Wareham. Darren Baker, the new batter, 1 for 1. Singled, was left stranded in the first. The pitch, the air, left center field. That drops in for a base hit. One run comes home. Tora Otsuka stops at, actually he also comes home. 2 runs coming home for the Gatemen, 4-0. Rather, it's 3-0, my fault. Otsuka stops at third base. Still 2 away in the top of the second inning. And Darren Baker has himself another multi-hit game.
And picks up another RBI there. Baker couldn't ask for a better first week. As despite the 0 for 5 night, he continues to hit well and is hitting back up near 400.
Long meeting on the mound. Andy Thomas, the new batter. The umpire, Frank Auditori, breaking up the meeting. Andy Thomas 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Comes to bat with runners on second and third base. And 2 away. First pitch. Darts the outer half, 0-1. We mentioned how much of a history this Kettleers team has. Some of the alumni to come through this organization: Jason Kipnis, Jeff Kent, Tim Tuffle, Charlie Blackman. The pitch to Thomas. Misses the outer third, 1-1. Darren Baker at second base. Braden Ward at third base. 2 away. The pitch. Off speed. Catches the outer corner of the strike zone. Justice gets ahead, 1-2. 3 runs home in the inning for the Gatemen. 4 hits so far in this game. Justice looks in. Working from the stretch. High set at the letters. Here's the pitch. Taken downstairs, and Kessler has to make sure it doesn't skip by him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cam Guangarena would be next. Andy Thomas, the 8th Gateman to bat in this inning. Another left-on-left matchup. The pitch. Line drive into right field. Nope. Scooting over is Gonzalez, who retires Andy Thomas. Short hop for Gonzalez. Picks it up out of the dirt. Gets Andy Thomas to ground out. And that does it for the top of the second inning. Not before 3 Gatemen come home. 3-0 Gatemen.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development.
Joseph Barron back on the mound for the Gatemen to start the bottom of the second inning. Now working with a 3-0 cushion. Fires a breaking ball downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes to Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt, Cameron Hill, Adam Oviedo, the 3 due up. The 1-0. Right down the heart of the plate, 1-1. Schmidt over at the hot corner for Cotuit. California native, stands at 6'1", 195 pounds. Lifts a breaking ball foul along the right side and out of play. 1-2. Schmidt, a rising junior at San Diego State University. Had a great year this past as a sophomore.
We'll see if they rule an infield single, or excuse me, a hit or an error.
I think it is going to go down as an error, although I'm not sure I agree with that. Either way, Schmidt at first bunted down the third base line foul. 0-1 to Cameron Hill. Cameron Hill out in center field for the Kettleers tonight. From Georgetown, Kentucky. 5'10", 185 pounds, a left-handed batter. Kentucky through and through, a rising junior at the University of Kentucky. Batted .248 this past season with a homer. The pitch bunted down the third baseline, and it rolls foul once again. Count quickly, 0-2. 1 homer, 14 RBIs. Last summer, played in the Texas League alongside his teammate Colton Kessler. Actually played for the same team. Both played for the Texarkana Twins of the Texas League. Hill batted .342 with 4 homers. Had 26 stolen bases, which was second in the league. Bunts 1 foul. That's strike 3. Well, you don't often see somebody bunt on an 0-2 count, and, well, that's why. First strikeout for Barron.
Wow. I mean, it was a breaking ball, too. Tough pitch to bunt. And he just barely got a piece of it.
Oviedo from Grandview, Texas. Rising junior at TCU. He's actually transferring to Oral Roberts. Throw back to first. Schmidt back to the bag. Batted .291 at TCU this season. 3 homers, 33 RBIs. 12th best prospect in the state of Texas coming out of high school. Pitch downstairs, a breaking ball at 79 miles per hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. He was 89 miles per hour from Joseph Barron. Mixing up his pitches, fastball and off-speed pitches. Runner at first base, 1 away. 3-0 Gatemen. High set at the letters. The pitch. Slapped left side of the infield under the glove of the third baseman Beaver, and it gets by Sems as well. Rolls into left field as Antico comes up firing back to short. And Oviedo pulls in at first base. Runners on first and second with one away.
Unfortunate for the Gatemen there. Beaver just had that ball sneak under his Zuka, and Beaver picked it out of the dirt over there at third. But that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Joseph Barron. First and second, one down. Gets an easy pop-up. And now you deal with the 9-hole hitter, Colton Kessler, with two down.
Casey Schmidt staying at second base. Adam Oviedo staying at first. Now two away. The pitch. Lifted in the air, left center field. Ward drifting under it. Antico calling him off. Antico makes the catch above his cap. And that's the third out of the second inning. One pitch to Colton Kessler. And the Kettleers leave two stranded in the bottom of the second. No runs on one hit. And two men left. After two, it's a Gateman 3. Cotuit nothing. We'll be right back.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
The Gatemen leading the Kettleers 3-0 in the top of the third inning. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, guys. Now I want to talk to you about Dallas Beaver. He is one of our new guys. He is from UCF, and he got here this morning. Yes, he took the flight and the drive all the way from Boston this morning. He hasn't played in about a month, he said, but he's excited to get back on the field for the Gatemen. He said he's thought about playing in the Cape Cod League his whole life, and going into his senior year, he's just really excited to be here. Now, he is playing third for us today, but the Gatemen plan to use him at third, first, and catcher. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Good stuff on Dallas Beaver, who's making his first start with the Wareham Gatemen. Playing third base, but like Addison said, listed as a catcher. And like Gabe said earlier, he's very versatile. Playing many different positions last summer in the Northwoods League. Also has one of the best names you'll ever see. Dallas Beaver. As a matter of fact, won the best name in the Northwoods League last year. First pitch upstairs to Cam Guangarena, 1 ball, no strikes.
It was a very scientific research poll.
The 1-0. At the knees, strike one, 1-1.
You know, Twitter these days, it does it all.
It does do it all. The 1-1. Lifted in the air, not very deep, straightaway center field. Hill, ranging under it, makes the catch on the jog. 1 away. Well, definitely a candidate if we ever come up with a list. Gatemen have a few of those. So do the Kettleers. Arajanu. It's a pretty good one.
That is. Rajanu. Oviedo's not a bad last name.
Chopped on the ground, right side of the infield. Picked up at the shoe tops by Dodd. Fires to first. Justice covering. And the pitcher picks it out of the air for the second out. That retires Jacob Teeter. Nobody on base with now 2 away in the top of the third. 3-0 Gatemen. And Benjamin Sims comes to bat.
And this game needs a little fast pace to it. First 2 innings took 40 minutes. Both these pitchers slow, methodical.
Got someplace to be? First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1.
No, I was just simply commenting that it was a slow first couple innings.
Nobody on base, 2 away. Fastball. Catches the outer third, 0-2. Sems walked in his first and only plate appearance back in the second inning. 4 for the Gatemen. Fastball misses the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Justice has touched the lower 90s. About 93 is as hard as we've seen him throw. That pitch coming in at 89. Golfed in the air. Looper, foul territory along the first base line, but they're going to say it was a chopper. The home plate umpire, Frank Auditori, arguing with the dugout of the Kettleers right now. The ball was picked out of the air by the first baseman, Dodd. And Auditori is going to say it bounced off something. Either way, it was a grounder, not a flare.
He's saying that it bounced off Sems's foot. And the Cotuit dugout saying there's no way the ball could bounce that high.
The 1-2 swung right through, strike 3. Well, I guess no harm, no foul. Evan Justice gets his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Gatemen go down in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Mervis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Mervis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Gatemen over the Kettleers, 3-0. Back to the top of the order. Bottom of the third inning, Nick Gonzalez, Aubrey Major, Araja New, the 3-2 up against Joseph Barron, still pitching with a 3-0 cushion. 2 hits on the day for Cotuit. Gonzalez, the first man up, walked in his first and only plate appearance back in the first inning. Barron worked out of some trouble back in the second inning, actually in both. Worked around an error and a single in inning number 2, and the first worked around a walk and a single. First pitch to Gonzalez, sits inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Gonzalez batting leadoff tonight for Cotuit, playing second base. The 1-0, breaking ball, right down Main Street, 1-1. Nick Gonzalez, an Arizona native. Stands at 5'10", 190 pounds. Waves at a breaking ball, swung right over the top. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good off-speed pitch there from Barron at 81 miles an hour. Gonzalez, the walk he drew in the first inning was his 8th walk of the season. His on-base percentage is up near 500.
The 1-2. Breaking ball, sits downstairs. Check down to first. Did he go? Check swing. Nope. 2-2. Gonzalez had a ridiculous season at New Mexico State. You mentioned the walks in the CCBL. He had 45 this past season at New Mexico State. The pitch sits outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 45 walks, only 30 strikeouts. The batting average, 432, which led the country. 95 hits, that was 4th in the country. 80 RBIs, that was 5th in the country. The pitch, downstairs, ball 4. That's walk number 9 and walk number 2 of this game.
It's incredible. You could say he had a pretty good year.
I did say that.
I mean, his career, both years at New Mexico State, have been unbelievable. Hit .347 his freshman year. He was the conference freshman of the year, first team all-conference, and a freshman All-American by 3 different outlets.
First pitch to Major. Nips the inner half, 0-1. Gonzalez now stands at first base. Had an on-base percentage of .532 this season at New Mexico State. Going to be a junior next year. High chopper over the mound toward the center of the diamond. Could be two. Sems to the bag for one. Turn to first. Not in time to retire Aubrey Major. Pulls in at first base with a fielder's choice. Nice play from Sems to get the lead runner at second base. Gonzalez has some speed. He was 7 for 10 this year in stolen bases. But he's retired on the base paths, and now there's one away in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, it was a high hopper, and then as soon as it hit the lip, that infield grass and the dirt, it skipped low.
Breaking pitch. And Orajanu swings right over the top of it. 79 miles per hour from Joseph Barron, nothing in one.
So Sems kind of had to wait back on that ball and took it himself to the second base bag, and that caused Major to be safe at first.
The 0-1, another breaking ball, this time at 81, and Orajanu once again swinging right over the top, nothing in two. Joseph Barron dialing it back, really working his breaking pitches in this inning. The 0-2. It's inside. The new weights. Ball, 2 strikes. That time a fastball at 89. Runner at first, one away. The pitch from Barron. Skips in the dirt. The catcher Guangarena can't find it. Picks it up. It was right in front of him. The runner holds at first base. Aubrey Major staying put. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Guangarena did a nice job of blocking that ball, but you said it, just couldn't find it after it hit him.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with us. The 2-2. Line drive, played on a hop by the third baseman. Beaver goes to second for one, turn to first in time, double play, side retired. 5-4-3, and the Gatemen get out of another inning. That double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. After 3, Gatemen on top by 3. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family.
We head to the 4th here in Cotuit. First pitch to Dallas Beaver to lead off the 4th, misses low, 1-0. 3-0, the Wareham lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. Beaver, Antico, and Otsuka, the 7-8-9 hitters, due up here in the 4th. The 1-0 from Justice. Misses high, 2-0. Evan Justice back out for his 4th inning of work. In his first appearance this season, only went 3 innings in his start. Gave up 2 runs on 2 hits as Beaver slaps that one in the left center field gap. Cut off by Major. Quick throw into second. Beaver holds up at first. And Dallas Beaver in his first game with the Wareham Gatemen here in 2019 is 2 for 2.
How about that? Well, the Gatemen, in the beginning of the season, were looking for some offensive spark. And Cam Guangarena came up big in a lot of games. And Darren Baker and Chad Stevens were constants for them on offense. But they could always use more. Dallas Beaver might be that new guy.
First pitch to the lefty, Mike Antico. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball low. 1-0. Antico hit by a pitch his first time up. A .259 hitter through the first week of the season. 7 for 27. Third baseman Schmidt way in on the grass. Beaver back safely as Justice throws over to first. Middle infield, of course, in double play depth for Cotuit. Talked to Antico before the game today about just the adjustment from, of course, college ball to the wood bat here in summer ball in the Cape League, in which a lot of summer collegiate leagues are using wood bat now, but the Cape Cod Baseball League, the first league to go to the wood bat. Tico said it's really not that much of an adjustment. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Meaning he doesn't do anything different with his swing. You don't try to overthink it. You don't try to swing with more power because the ball is not going to pop like it does in school ball. Just kind of stick to the same approach and you get the results you get. The 2-0. Hard ground ball through the right side, a base hit into right field. Beaver halts at second, and Antico has his first hit of the day. 2 straight singles to begin the fourth for the Gatemen, and it's runners on first and second with nobody down for Toro Otsuka.
Boy, Antico's been swinging the bat well. He had a multi-hit game against Falmouth back on Monday. One of the few offensive sparks for Wareham in that game, and of course the offense ended up coming up empty in a big moment in the 9th inning against Falmouth. But Antico has become a fairly consistent hitter for this team, somebody you can rely on for hits at the bottom of the order.
In steps Toro Otsuka from the left side. First and second, nobody down. Gatemen lead 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. Justice checks second, now the pitch. Otsuka shows bunt and whiffs 0-1.
That was an interesting point you brought up about the wood bats versus the metal bats game. This is not a team in Wareham that hits the ball out of the ballpark, at least not compared to Cotuit, who does it pretty regularly.
Cotuit 10 home runs already through the first 7 games of the season. That leads the Cape Cod Baseball League. Wareham's gone deep twice. Otsuka shows bunt early, the 0-1, lays it down right in front of the mound, barehanded by Justice. The throw to first in time, but Otsuka does his job. Runners advance 90 feet, Beaver to third, Antico to second. It's a sacrifice bunt for Otsuka, and that brings up the top of the order.
That's what you want out of your number 9 hitter. If you have players on base in front of him, you want the 9 hitter to advance them. That's exactly what he did. Now 2 in scoring position, an elimination of a double play opportunity.
Opens up a sacrifice fly opportunity for the Washington Husky, Braden Ward. Ward 0 for 2 today. Did reach on a fielder's choice his last time up. Whole infield in for the Cotuit Kettleers. Justice, the lefty, sets the pitch. Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time. Antico slides in safely. It's a 2 RBI single for Braden Ward. He already has 5 RBIs this season, and it's a 5-0 lead for the Gatemen.
They almost took out Evan Justice as well. Justice doing a Matrix-style dive to get out of the way of that ball. Ward hitting it right on the screws, back up the middle.
And talk about a hot start to the summer for Braden Ward. He's now 5 for 12 with 5 RBIs in his first handful of games with the Gatemen. That'll bring up Darren Baker for Wareham. As we'll see if we get a pitching change for Cotuit here. It's Christopher Halcomb in the bullpen warming up, and he's going to take the field. So we've got a pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. We'll take a short break. 5-0 Wareham. We'll be right back. Top of the fourth here from Lowell Park. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. #Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com.
.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Pitching change here in the top of the 4th for the Cotuit Kettleers. 5-0, the Gatemen lead over the Kettleers as we're in the top of the 4th. Already 2 runs on 3 hits in this inning for the Gatemen, and Evan Justice is pulled. So Justice's final line, 3 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits. He gave up all 5 runs. They're all earned. He's responsible for Ward on second base. And it was just 1 strikeout for Justice as well, along with walking 1 Gateman, as Darren Baker steps in from the left side. Christopher Halcomb, the new pitcher for Cotuit, throws over to first. Diving back safely is Ward. Ward's on first, not second. Halcomb making his 3rd appearance of the summer for Cotuit. Another lefty on the mound. The pitch. Baker shows bunt, lays it down the first base line. Picked up by the pitcher Halcomb, and Baker beats it out. What a bunt from Darren Baker in his 3rd 3-hit game of the summer. We're only in game 8, folks. And that's his 3rd bunt single of the summer as well. In steps Andrew Thomas.
Well, what else is new for Darren Baker? We've seen that, 50 times, 60 times now this summer? I mean, man.
3, 50, 60, same thing. Another lefty on lefty matchup. Thomas steps in. The pitch. Low in the dirt, 1-0. So this inning thus far for the Gatemen. Singles from Beaver and Antico to lead it off. The sacrifice bunt from Toro Otsuka to move them to 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. Then the 2 RBI single from Braden Ward. Then the bunt single from Darren Baker. 1 down, runners on 1st and 2nd. 5-0 the Gatemen lead, top 4. The 1-0 pitch, runners going. The throw to 3rd. Ward is safe, and I apologize. Baker did not take off, but Ward did, and that's his 3rd stolen base of the summer. Sets up a sacrifice fly opportunity for Thomas.
Ward got a great jump. How about Kessler's throw from his knees? Making a fairly strong and accurate throw.
So now it's runners on the corners with 1 out. A 2-0 count to Andy Thomas. As Halcomb tries to settle in. Holcomb started 1 game for the Kettleers. The 2-0, chopped right side of the infield. Gonzalez scoops, throws to 2nd for 1, over to 1st. Doubled him up. 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. But the Gatemen get 2 runs on 4 hits, and they lead 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
We head to the bottom of the fourth here in Cotuit. 5-0, the Wareham Gatemen lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. 5 runs on 8 hits thus far for Wareham. No runs on 2 hits for Cotuit off the starter Joseph Baran, and his day is actually done, Baran's is. 3 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, no runs. Walked a couple, 1 strikeout, but a couple double plays got him out of innings. His defense helped him out, and the Gatemen lead 5-0.
Brandon Fott, the new batter, or new pitcher, rather. Rising junior at Bellarmine University.
First pitch from the righty, Fott catches the outside corner, strike 1.
The D2 school. 4.03 ERA this season through 38 innings.
The 0-1 misses low, fastball registering at 94 miles an hour. Fott's already pitched 3 innings here for the Gatemen this summer. Scoreless, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. 1-1 paints the outside edge, 1-2.
Boy, he has good stuff. 50 strikeouts this season in 38 innings.
Yeah, you'll take that. 1-2, breaking ball misses low, 2-2.
Only 14 walks. 22 appearances.
The 2-2 delivery. Fastball slapped foul, out of play down the third base line. Count stays even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Fott's Achilles heel is that he can get a little bit erratic sometimes. He hit 10 batters this season.
The 2-2. Foul tipped back off one of the poles behind home plate. Will stay even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Chavers. At the knee, strike 3. Ring him up. Crowd chanting that that pitch was a little low. Home plate umpire Frank Auditore says, nope, that's strike 3, and that's strikeout number 1 for Brandon Fott. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. In steps Casey Schmidt from the right side, takes a curveball low, 1-0. Schmidt reached on an error by Darren Baker at second base his first time up as he fouls that one off out of play, 1-1. Schmidt, the righty against the righty Fott. Heck of a player for San Diego State. Checks his swing there. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit .315 for the Aztecs this past spring. 63 hits. Decent amount of power. 8 doubles, couple of triples, 5 homers. 1-2 breaking ball, misses low and away, 2-2. Teammates with the Gatemen's Matthew Rudick. Rudick calls Schmidt one of the best fielders he's ever seen in college baseball. 2-2. Fastball misses in, count full 3-2. His quickness, his athleticism really makes Schmidt stand out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard line drive into left field, a base hit. Schmidt's first hit of the day and just his 4th hit of the summer. 1 out single here in the 4th, and that brings up Cameron Hill. Hill struck out his first time up, trying to bunt with 2 strikes. Fouled it off on an 0-2 count, and that was the end of that at-bat. Pause in action for something going on at the first base bag. And now we're ready to go. Middle infield, double play depth for the Gatemen. Sems at short, Baker at second. First pitch. Catches the outside corner, 0-1 to Cameron Hill. Hill, the lefty, now 5 for 19 to begin his summer.
Casey Schmidt was limping back to the first base bag.
0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2.
Just checking on him, making sure he's okay, but staying in the game.
Hill, the lefty from Kentucky, hit .248 with the Wildcats. 0-2, swing and a miss on a nasty breaking ball. Strikeout number 2 of the inning for Fott. Schmidt stays put at first, 2 down, and that strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area.
Wow, that was a filthy off-speed pitch. 84-mile-per-hour slider from Brandon Fott. Just pulling the string on Cameron Hill.
And steps Adam Oviedo. First pitch to the righty. Misses inside, 1-0. Oviedo, 4 for 13 after the single in the second inning. He got stranded on first after Dodd and Kessler flew out to end the inning. The 1-0. Breaking ball low and away. 2-0. Just 3 hits thus far for Cotuit. Casey Schmidt with one of them on first. 2-0. Fastball misses inside at 91 miles an hour. 3-0. Oviedo played at TCU this year. Hit .291 for the Horned Frogs. 3-0 paints the inside edge. 3-1. Transferring in the fall to Oral Roberts. Fantastic baseball school. Oviedo sets now the 3-1 from Fott. In there at the knees for strike 2. Oviedo 53 hits with TCU, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 3 homers, knocked in 33. No recognition this year from the Big 12, but was part of the Big 12 all-freshman team his first year, as that one's a ground ball down the third base line, backhanded by Beaver. The throw across the diamond in time. Strong throw from Dallas Beaver gets the Gatemen out of the inning. And it's no runs on 1 hit, 1 left aboard for the Kettleers in the 4th. We head to the 5th. Gatemen lead 5-0. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stems 4-5-6 due up here in the fifth, but before we get going, let's send it to Addison Van Patten near the dugout.
Thanks, guys. I wanted to talk to you about Braden Ward. Now, I caught up with him earlier about being our leadoff for today. He said he feels like he's made for this position. He says he likes to steal, he likes to score, and he's good at it. With that as a home, with a home to first time of 4.02 and leading the Pac-12 back-to-back years in steals, he's certainly confident and good enough to back up that confidence. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Braden Ward already showing off that speed this summer. 3 for 3 in stolen bases. Had the 2 RBI single in the fourth. First pitch to Cam Guangarena. Oh, breaking ball misses way high and in. 1-0.
4.02. That's fast.
Oh, that's ridiculously fast. The 1-0 to Cam Guangarena. High and away that time. 2-0. Washington Husky was honorable mention all Pac-12. Braden Ward was. Guangarena's 0 for 2 tonight. The 2-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike in the outside corner. 2-1. Now 6 for 21 on this season, Cam Guangarena is. 3 of his 6 hits are doubles, though. 2-1. Misses low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. Has shown power to the gaps, Guangarena has, and he showed it in school ball as well with 7 doubles, couple triples, and a homer with Cal State Fullerton in his freshman campaign. 3-1, hard ground ball, right side, backhanded by Gonzalez at second. Throw to first in time, 1 away. That'll bring up Jacob Teeter. Teeter 0 for 2 today as well. The middle of the order has actually struggled a little bit for the Gatemen. Guangarena and Teeter now combined 0 for 5, and Sem, a combined 0 for 6 with a walk. First pitch to Teeter, low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball drops in on the outside corner, 1-1. Teeter flew out to Chavers in right field in the second inning, grounded out to Dodd at first base in the third. Now 4 for 21 this summer. The 1-1. Another breaking ball low and away, 2-1.
It just seems like the battery, the catcher and the pitcher, Kessler and Justice, just aren't on the same page with a lot of their pitches.
2-1. Fastball misses outside. Fastball at 90 miles an hour, 3-1. Teeter was the Sunshine State Conference Freshman of the Year in 2018. Hit .348 for Florida Southern that year. 3-1 fastball paints the outside corner, 3-2. Still had a very good sophomore campaign. Hit .316 for the Mocs in the spring. Holcomb sets The 3-2. Fouled off. Out of play down the third baseline. We'll stay at 3-2. Gatemen 5, Kettleers nothing. Battle for first place tonight in the Western Division. Both these teams 4-2-1 in their first 7 games. The 3-2. Sliced foul out of play once again down the third baseline. Teeter showed a lot of power his freshman year. 13 doubles, 12 homers. Now the 3-2. High and away, ball 4. Jacob Teeter on for the first time today. Third walk of the season. 1 down, top of the 5th. Benjamin Semmes to the plate, and the Gatemen leading 5-0.
Now 2 walks and a hit by pitch and just 1 strikeout for Justice. Not really in line with his college numbers, not really, I mean to say Holcomb. But the pitching in general for the Kettleers today has been a little bit off.
The Kansas Jayhawk, Benjamin Semmes to the plate. Bats from the left side. The pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Semmes a hot start with Wareham. Coming into this game, 6 for 13 with 3 walks and 2 hit by pitches. His on-base percentage was .611. He's already walked tonight, but struck out his last time up as he skies that one into shallow center, and coming on is Cameron Hill to make the catch. 2 away. And that'll bring up the newcomer, Dallas Beaver. First game with the Gatemen tonight. Beaver got here 2 days ago. Did not play at Falmouth, even though he took BP. And then, of course, the rain out yesterday. Holcomb, the lefty, sets the first pitch to the lefty Beaver. Breaking ball at 70 miles an hour in there for a strike at the knees. 0-1. And Beaver already 2 for 2. Couple of singles in the 2nd and 4th inning. Came around to score both times. And the 0-1. Fastball on the outside edge. 0-2. Beaver hit .316 for the UCF Knights in the spring. 2nd team All-South region by ABCA/Rawlings this year. The 0-2 low. Another fastball at 89. 1-2. Beaver didn't play much as a freshman for Central Florida. Only 3 starts, but really took over his sophomore year. Started all 56 games and hit .284. The 1-2 grounded left side, scooped up by the third baseman Schmidt. The throw to first is wide, and it pulled Dodd off the bag. So Beaver is safe. Instead of an inning-ending ground out to third, Teeter moves to second, and the inning stays alive for Mike Antico.
There was no reason for Oviedo to rush that throw. Made a wide throw, and Dodd did about all as he could to make a good stretch, but just pulled him right off the bag.
And it was Schmidt, the third baseman, who made the throw, so he picks up the error. And in steps Antico from the left side. First and second, 2 down for the Gatemen. Top of the 5th, up 5-0. First pitch to the lefty Antico. Sliced foul out of play down the third base line. 0-1. Antico 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch today. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Singled and came around to score in the 4th. Holcomb taking his time. A long look in, sets on the third base side of the rubber. The 0-1 breaking ball paints the inside corner. 0-2. That's a tough pitch to hit for Mike Antico. Curveball starts in on the lefty and breaks back over the inside corner. Really have to get out in front of it. Teeter on second, Beaver on first. The 0-2 with 2 outs. Fastball way up and out. Kessler popped all the way up out of his crouch to make that catch. 1-2. Antico, the St. John's Big Red, 386 he hit for St. John's. Best year of his career by far. Now the 1-2 from Holcomb. Breaking ball, line drive, base hit, right field. Teeter rounding 30, comes to the plate. The throw from Chavers is not in time. An RBI single for Mike Antico, his first RBI of the night, his 5th RBI of the season. And the error comes back to haunt Cotuit. It's 6-0 Gatemen in the 5th.
I think what's helping Antico is exactly what you talked about with him, Gabe. It's him not trying to do too much with it, not forcing it out of the ballpark. He has some pop in his bat, but he's a great line drive hitter. He batted over 380 this past season. He knows how to hit the ball on the screws. It's focusing on just making contact, and his bat has gotten going.
2 for 2 with an RBI and a hit by pitch now for Antico. And the Gatemen lead 6-0. First pitch to Toro Otsuka. Foul tips behind home plate, 0-1. Otsuka 1 for 1 with an RBI single in the 2nd. Sacrifice bunt in the 4th. The 0-1 from Holcomb. Breaking ball hammered into deep right field, but slicing foul and out of play. 0-2, a long strike for Toro Otsuka. And Holcomb now a strike away from getting out of the inning. Beaver on second, Antico on first. It's only been one hit in the inning for the Gatemen. It was the RBI single by Antico. Teeter reached on a walk. Beaver reached on an error. Holcomb checks second. Now the 0-2. Fastball high and away. 1-2. Both these teams 4-2-1 coming into tonight's contest, tied atop the Western Division of the CCBL. Cotuit got off to a hot start, and then as the 1-2 pitch, high at the chin of Otsuka, 2-2. Got off to a hot start, and then tied and lost in their doubleheader Sunday at YD. They were 4-1 and 4-1, excuse me, and then lost and tied to YD, and then they had the off day Monday, and they did not play yesterday due to everyone in the league getting rained out. So they haven't played since the doubleheader Sunday. The 2-2 chopped back up the middle, scooped by Oviedo at shortstop. He touches the second base bag, and that'll do it. 1 run on 1 hit, 2 left aboard for the Gatemen in the 5th. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wareham leads 6-0. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club house that has a fully stocked pro shop.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique...
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
To the bottom of the fifth, we go here in Cotuit. 6-0. The Wareham Gatemen lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. Mason Dodd to lead off the fifth for the Kettleers. Takes the ball outside, 1-0. Brandon Fott back out of the mound for Wareham. Allowed one hit in his first inning in relief in the fourth. 1-0, misses high and away, 2-0. Did strike out 2 as well. Fott now 4 innings scoreless for the Gatemen this summer. The 2-0 to Dodd. Fastball misses just outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Dodd, Kessler, and Gonzalez. The 8-9-1 hitters do it for the Kettleers here in the fifth. The 3-0. Give me over fastball does just that. 3-1. That's gotten off to a pretty nice start this summer. 7 for 22 coming into this game as he skies that one into deep center. It's 397 out to deep center, and Ward ranges back and makes the catch. 1 away. That ball ended up just hanging up there and dying a little bit.
No wind. It's a little humid. So, might have acted like a wall. Just an ordinary effort.
Colton Kessler steps in from the left side. First pitch from the righty, Fott. Fastball catches the outside edge, 0-1. Fastball at 91 from Brandon Fott. Kessler 0 for 1 today, lined out to Antico in left field his first time up. 0-1, foul tips back into the glove of Guangarena. 0-2. Kessler out of the University of Kentucky, hit 297 for the Wildcats this spring. The 0-2 delivery. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Fott, second looking. And that strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 up, 2 down here in the fifth. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Nick Gonzalez. Gatemen leading 6-0. First pitch to the righty, Gonzalez. Breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1.
Fott is as locked in as we've seen any pitcher this season for Wareham.
The 0-1. Breaking ball low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick Gonzalez, one of the best hitters in the country for New Mexico State in the spring. Hit .432, which led the nation. 95 hits, was 4th in the country, and the 80 RBIs was 5th. He skies that one into shallow right. Coming in Otsuka, he's called off by the second baseman Baker, and Baker makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Fott in the fifth. We head to the sixth. Gatemen leads 6-0. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Top of the order due up for the Gatemen here in the sixth. Braden Ward, Darren Baker, Andrew Thomas. And the top of the order has done some damage for the Gatemen tonight. Braden Ward, couple RBIs. Darren Baker, a 3-hit day already. RBI double in the second. And Christopher Holcomb's day is done on the mound for the Cotuit Kettleers. So his line is finished at 1 2/3 innings pitched. Only gave up the 1 run. It seemed like a lot more, but Holcomb made his way out of a jam. And the new pitcher, well, we're waiting to see Matthew Mervis, the new pitcher for the Cotuit Kettleers. Mervis had a Duke. Rising senior with the Blue Devils, and he's pitched all 3 years for Duke. This was the first year they really let him hit. He started 48 games for the Blue Devils and hit .274. He actually pitched a lot less than he has in his freshman and sophomore campaign. It was 7 appearances, no starts, 8 1/3 innings pitched, a 2.16 ERA for Mervis. This year, allowed 13 hits, only 2 earned runs, struck out 8 in his 8 1/3 innings pitched. His sophomore campaign, it was 20 pitching appearances, no starts, a 4.91 ERA, but his team helped him out, a 3-0 record. Struck out 21 in his 25 2/3 innings pitched. And his freshman year was his worst pitching year, a 7.83 ERA in 21 appearances, 1 start.
He's as good of a two-way player as you're going to see in college. Batted .274 this year with 6 homers, 31 RBIs. Great hitter and a pretty decent pitcher as well. 2.16 ERA this year.
Ward steps in from the left side. Fouls it off down the third base line. 0-1. Braden Ward, a 2 RBI single in the 4th, his last time up. The 0-1 from Mervis. Sliced foul to play it on the third base line. 0-2. Ward 1 for 3, grounded out to Gonzalez at second base in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. The 0-2. Fastball outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ward already 5 RBIs for the Gatemen this summer. Now the 1-2. Sliced foul out of play down the third base line. Will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Mervis. Chops right back up the middle over the head of Mervis. Scooped up and thrown over to first. Not in time by the shortstop Oviedo. And Braden Ward beats out an infield single for a multi-hit day here in the 6th.
That's at some of the 4.2 or 4.02 speed that he had. Whatever that number was. It was fast. They shut it off there.
It was very fast. Addison Van Patten with the report on Braden Ward last inning. And in steps Darren Baker, another speedy guy for the Gatemen. Throw over to first, Ward back safely. Baker singled in the first, RBI double in the second, bunt single in the 4th. He's 3 for 3, his 3rd 3-hit game of the season. And folks, this is only game 8. First pitch to the lefty. Ward going. It was a pitch out. The throw down to second is in time. Braden Ward caught stealing for the first time this season. He was 3 for 3 before that. And while the pitch out just doomed Ward.
Wow. Kessler has a fantastic arm. We saw him throw one from his knees down to third. That was picture-perfect accuracy. And then this one off a pitch out, showing off the cannon again.
Baker takes a strike, 1-1. Baker hit .304 for Cal this past season. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And, well, if you've seen or know Darren Baker, he's not a power hitter. 2-1. Catches the outside edge, 2-2. 4 doubles and a triple. That was it. 5 extra base hits and 62 hits for Cal this past season. The 2-2. Foul tipped back off the mitt of Kessler, and Baker stays alive. It was definitely the better of his 2 seasons at Cal. He hit .273 his freshman year. Had an on-base percentage of .363 this past season for the Golden Bears, did Darren Baker. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball down low. 2 down here in the 6th. Gatemen still lead 6-0. And in steps Andrew Thomas.
I guess if there's one hole in Baker's game, it's that he does strike out a decent amount. But he's a slap hitter, he's a contact hitter, and he makes contact fairly often. He knows how to get on base, just doesn't like to take pitches.
First pitch to the lefty Thomas, off speed in there at the knees, 0-1. Yeah, that was Baker's 8th strikeout this season. I believe 8 strikeouts in 8 games equals 1 per game. 0-1 misses down low, 1-1.
Got our statistician on that.
1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. Some defensive substitutions for the Kettleers here in the 6th as well. Dante Williams in left field for Major. (2-1) misses high and away, 3 balls and a strike. And Joey Laperfido in at first base for Mason Dodd. The 3-1, low in the dirt, ball 4. Thomas reaches for the 2nd time today. The first time was on a fielder's choice. He's now 0 for 3 with a walk, and then steps the cleanup hitter, Cam Guangarena. 6-0, the Gatemen lead. 2 down, top of the 6th. And the Gatemen bats have come alive again tonight. 6 runs on 10 hits already. Only one 1-2-3 inning for Cotuit tonight. It was the 3rd. The Gatemen have had base runners in every other inning. First pitch to the lefty Guangarena. Misses low, 1-0. Guangarena 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of ground outs to the second baseman Gonzalez. Flew out to Cameron Hill in the 3rd, sandwiched in between those 2 ground outs. 1-0, line drive, base hit, left field. Guangarena has his first hit of the night. Thomas Holtz at second, and it's first and second with 2 down for Jacob Teeter.
Just seems like everyone is seeing the ball well. Every Gateman is seeing the ball like a beach ball.
11th hit of the night for Wareham, and in steps Teeter from the left side. Teeter 0 for 2 with a walk today. Walked his last time up in the 5th. Mervis sets and deals. Pitch misses low, 1-0. Christopher Holcomb's final line, by the way, an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. 1 walk and no strikeouts. As the error by the 3rd baseman Schmidt came back to haunt Cotuit in the 5th. Next batter, Antico smacked an RBI single.
This is a team in the Kettleers that have struggled with errors all season. They came into this game with 10 on the year. Have 1 in this game to tie the most in the CCBL.
The 1-0 from Mervis to Teeter. Misses low. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. 2-0. believe that's the highest we've seen the scoreboard radar gun all night.
Believe so.
The 2-0 paints the outside edge 2-1 to Jacob Teeter. These two teams very offense heavy in the first 7 games of the season. 47 runs scored by Cotuit is first in the league. Their plus 14 run differential also first in the league. The 2-1 to Teeter. Fastball once again on the outside corner at 96, 2-2. The Gatemen 40 runs scored is tied second in the league, and their .286 average first in the league. Mervis a big deep breath. The 2-2 in the dirt, good block by Kettler, but he couldn't find the ball in the runner's advance. He kept it in front of him, but it bounced probably about 5-6 feet in front of him, and he didn't know where it went. Thomas moves to third, Guangarena up to second.
It looked like that ball, as it skipped off the dirt, it hit Kettler and possibly hit him on his wrist. He's being looked at by the trainer right now, a bit shaken up.
Count now full to Jacob Teeter, and yeah, they're going to take a moment to make sure Kettler's okay. On the other side of it, these two teams have been a couple of the worst pitching teams in the league through 7 games. The Gatemen with a 4.58 ERA is 8th in the league. Cotuit, well, also a 4.58 ERA. Still checking to make sure Kettler's okay. And all of that is added up to both teams having a 4-2-1 record, tied for first in the Western Division. Second and third, 2 outs, a 6-0 lead for the Gatemen here in the top of the 6th. Singles by Ward and Guangarena in the inning as Teeter smacks that one deep to right, but caught by Chavers in right field. It was just straight to him, and that'll end the inning. No runs on 2 hits. 2 left to board for the Gatemen as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 6-0 Gatemen. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Gatemen 6, Kettleers nothing. Bottom of the 6th we go here in Cotuit. Brandon Fott back out of the mound for the Gatemen.
First pitch elevated into shallow right field. Otsuka coming on. He's caught off by the second baseman Stevens, who replaces Darren Baker here in the 6th. One away.
Well, Stevens immediately making an impact, getting a can of corn. One pitch, one out.
And that'll bring up Oraja New, who steps in from the left side. And no, I apologize. It'll be Mervis with the defensive substitutions last inning for Cotuit. It's Matthew Mervis batting for Anu here in the 6th. Takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. So Mervis, who came into pitch, we mentioned he's a two-way player at Duke, and he'll do the same for Cotuit to finish out this game. 0-1 misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mervis, a .274 hitter at Duke this past spring. The 1-1. Popped up, out of play down the third baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Braden Ward's been fantastic once again for the Gatemen tonight after pitching 3 scoreless innings in his first appearance with Wareham this summer. As Mervis grounds that one right side of the infield. Teeter at first, picks it up, steps on the bag, 2 away. In steps Parker Chavers from the left side. 2 down, bottom 6. Gatemen leads 6-0 over the Kettleers. First pitch. Line drive, center field. Ward ranges to his left and makes the catch right above his left shoulder. 3 up, 3 down for Fott, who's only allowed one hit in his 3 innings pitched. We head to the 7th, 6-0 the Gatemen lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network. Come as you are, sit down and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. Here in Cotuit, 6-0, the Wareham lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. And let's send it to Addison Van Patten near the dugout.
Thanks, guys. I chatted with Brandon Fott in the past inning. Now, we talked about recent news just yesterday. Bellarmine University, where he goes, announced that it is moving from D1 to D2 to Division 1. The change will go into effect his 2020 season. That is Fott's senior year. He said that he was against the change at first. He didn't like moving because he wasn't going to be able to compete in the postseason for his senior season, but he's recently changed his mind. He said that he now likes it because he's going to get a bunch of free stuff. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison, and my apologies. We head to the top of the 7th here in Cotuit. 6-0. The Wareham Gatemen lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, Mike Antico, the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here in the 7th for the Gatemen.
I like free stuff.
Free stuff is good. Is that too simple? Free stuff is good, right?
Free stuff is good. Indubitably.
Matthew Mervis back out of the bump for Cotuit. Sems 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Steps in from the left side. First pitch. Misses just outside, 1-0. As he takes the ball low, 2-2.
Mervis working a little quicker. 2-2 hammered out into right, but ranging over his Chavers, who makes the catch. One away. He took about 6-7 steps to his right. Too easy. I'd 1-0. Beaver singled in the second, singled in the fourth, came around to score both times, and then reached on an error by the third baseman Schmidt his last time up. 1-0 pitch. Low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Beaver, the Central Florida Knight. 2-0. Fouled off on a fastball right down Main Street. 2-1. Native of Kissimmee, Florida. Bat waving above his back shoulder. The 2-1. Line drive in right field down the line, and that ball lands in fair territory. Beaver a wide turn around first, but he'll hold up there. And in his first game as a Gateman, Dallas Beaver a 3-hit day, a 1-out single in the 7th, and that brings up Mike Antico.
Holy smokes, talking about making an entrance.
All 3 hit singles. He's reached all 4 times because of the error. And in steps Mike Antico, who's hot today as well. 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Mervis sets and deals. Fastball low. 1-0. 6 runs on 12 hits now for the Gatemen tonight. Only 3 hits for Cotuit tonight. Mervis works on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch. Fastball, hard ground ball fouled on the first base line. Count even 1-1. Antico hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, singled in the 4th, came around to score both times, and then knocked in a run himself with an RBI single in the 5th. The 1-1. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Behind the press box. 1-2. Press box in which we are not sitting in right now. Set up just behind home plate. The 1-2-2 Antico. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. 2 down here in the 7th, and that's Mervis' 2nd strikeout. In steps Toro Otsuka. Otsuka bats from the left side. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt today. 6-0 the Gatemen lead. Mervis sets. The pitch. Low in the dirt. Good block from Kessler. 1-0. Otsuka an RBI single in the 2nd. Had the sac bunt in the 4th and then grounded out to the shortstop Oviedo his last time up in the 5th. The 1-0. Hard ground ball right side of the infield. Gonzalez gobbles, throws to first in time. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left aboard for the Gatemen in the top of the 7th. It's time to stretch here in Cotuit. 6-0 the Gatemen lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. #Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
God Bless America has been sung. We get to the bottom of the 7th here in Cotuit. 6-0, the Gatemen lead of the Cotuit Kettleers. Battle for first place tonight in the Western Division of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Both teams 4-2-1 entering tonight, and it's been all Gatemen. 6 runs on 12 hits for Wareham. Gatemen pitching a shutout, no runs on 3 hits for the Kettleers, as it's Casey Schmidt, Cameron Hill, and Adam Oviedo. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Kettleers here in the 7th. Schmidt takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Brandon Fott back out for his 4th inning of work for the Gatemen. The 0-1. Blooped into shallow right field. Otsuka comes on and makes the catch right above his left shoulder. 1 away. And Brandon Fott continues to be in a groove. That was just pitch number 41 for Fott. And he's through 3 1/3. Cameron Hill steps into center stage. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. Fott now, this is his 2nd appearance with the Gatemen. 6 1/3 innings pitched scoreless. And he's only given up 1 hit. It was the 1-out single in the 4th inning of this game. First pitch fouled off by Hill, 0-1. And again, adding up the numbers from his first performance and tonight. It's 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. So 6 1/3 innings scoreless, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts for Fott, who is just in a groove. The 0-1, foul tipped and off the fencing right in front of us. 0-2 now. And it's actually Joe Casey at bat for the Kettleers. I apologize. Pinch hitting for Hill. The 0-2 line drive down the right field line. Foul. We'll do it over again. Casey pinch hitting. And he broke his bat on that line drive as well, so he goes and gets a new stick. Casey just 2 at-bats in 1 game thus far for the Kettleers this season, and he struck out both times. The 0-2. On the outside corner, strike 3. Ring him up. Fott's 4th strikeout of the night. 3rd strikeout looking. And the strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. And Fott has retired 10 in a row. And 11 of the 12 batters he's faced. Breaking ball misses inside, 1-0 to Adam Oviedo. Oviedo 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to Beaver at 3rd base in the 4th. The 1-0 fouled off that time off the fencing right above us. 1-1. Fott hasn't faced trouble all night long. Sets and deals the 1-1. Fastball high and tight. 2-1. Fott sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball up at the chin. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Oviedo, the shortstop tonight for Cotuit. Every other game in the Cape just getting underway. The 2-2. Breaking ball flared out into shallow right field. Otsuka comes in and makes the catch right in front of his eyes. 3 up, 3 down again for Brandon Fott for the 3rd inning in a row. We head to the 8th. The Gatemen lead 6-0. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play when we come back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets the provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Top of the 8th inning. Gatemen over Cotuit. 6-0. 12 hits today for Wareham. They come to bat. Top of the order, Braden Ward, Darren Baker, Andy Thomas. Actually, it's 1-2-3. Darren Baker exited a short time ago with a hamstring injury, some tightness in his left hamstring. A little hesitant to call it an injury, but they're being cautious. Baker with a 3-hit night, 3 for 4. So Chad Stevens will bat in his place in the 2-hole. So it'll be Braden Ward, Chad Stevens, Andy Thomas. 1-2-3 in the Gatemen order, up 6. The new pitcher. It's another two-way player on the Kettleers roster, Richard Brereton, rising senior at Emory. He's a very good hitter, also pitched this year. Batted .392 with 30 RBIs, both led his college team. And on the mound, he pitched in 31 1/3 innings, an earned run average of 3.66, 30 strikeouts, 14 walks. Takes the hill against Braden Ward, who has a multi-hit day. A number of Gatemen do. Dallas Beaver, in his debut, has 3 hits. Mike Antico has 2. Darren Baker has 3 hits. Braden Ward has 2. First pitch to Ward. Fastball, 88 miles per hour, sits high. 1 ball, no strikes to begin the top of the 8th inning. Jonah Karp with you, sitting alongside Javik Blake, our producer. Javik, how's it going?
It's going good, going good.
First
How
time.
have you been?
Pretty good.
That's good to hear.
Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Sits a little bit low, but called a strike, 1-1. First time we're hearing your voice over these airwaves. I like it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Always a pleasure. The 1-1. Slapped foul, a ground ball down the third base line, 1-2. Let's get to know Javik.
Okay.
Javik just graduated high school. He's on his way to Elon, studying broadcasting.
Yes, sir.
Big baseball fan. He was a baseball player. He was a catcher in high school.
Yes, up until a whole 8 days ago.
You miss it?
Oh, it hasn't exactly set in yet.
1-2. Chopped over the mound, back toward the center of the diamond. Oviedo waits, fires to first, and retires Braden Ward by a stride. Ward hustling down the first base line, but Oviedo making a strong throw to first base, one away.
And one of the big things there, Braderton on the mound, you saw him kind of jump out of the way, almost leapt backwards, try to do some sort of almost unathletic backflip, one could say, or what an unathletic person would attempt to do, a backflip out of the way to get that baseball. We've seen that quite a few times for Cotuit pitchers. You know, the Gatemen slapping it right back up the middle, them having to dive out of the way.
You ever pitch?
No.
That's got to be scary.
It's got to be terrifying. You're 60 feet 6 inches away. You're throwing it 90. It's coming back at you, upwards of 100 miles an hour.
First pitch, Chad Stevens lifted foul, and behind home plate out of play, 0-1.
And we're seeing his fastball. It's not like he throws incredibly hard for Brereton. We're only seeing his fastball top out at about 87, 88, which compared to Mervis, who we saw touch 94, a little bit of a difference from this lineup.
Brereton replacing another two-way player in Matthew Mervis. Brereton is just an athlete. 18 stolen bases this season to go along with those 30 RBIs. Breaking ball bends just a little bit inside.
And we've seen that a lot in minor league baseball nowadays with the rise of Shohei Ohtani. You had Hunter Green, who last year the Reds were trying him as a two-way player after he got drafted. You have a couple guys in college who do the same.
Breaking ball over the inside corner, 1-2.
So it's really becoming sort of a new thing in baseball, a new trend where you have a lot of these two-way players, and they're trying not to sort of specialize them into one category as a hitter or a pitcher and trying to get them as both, because as you saw with Shohei Ohtani, that's something he could shine in.
The 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner, strike three call, 2 away.
And that's just a good pitch there. Outside corner, 89 on the black. As a hitter, you're thinking that's going to be about an inch off the plate, and all of a sudden it cuts back towards that corner and bites that corner for strike three, and all of a sudden you're walking back to the dugout.
So, Javik, do you see a trend in high school that players are being groomed now to not just be pitchers or hitters, that they're kind of taking on both roles?
Well, if they're good in both, yes. There are some people who aren't.
Fastball below the knees and inside, one ball, no strikes.
And they sort of get put into a specialized role because they might not be a strong enough hitter as they are a pitcher, and that's something they can, when they progress level, they won't be doing the same.
Slapped behind home plate, foul, 1-1.
So there are a few people, but most coaches love having a pitcher who can also hit. It's something that adds to the lineup. You don't need to find that 10th guy to put in the lineup as the DH spot. If you have 9 good hitters, 1 through 9, and they're all in the field, that's something that's good and really helps out baseball. And especially in high school, your best pitcher is usually your best player, so it helps.
Nobody on base, 2 away. Andy Thomas, the batter. Still looking for his first hit, the 1-1. Rolled foul down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Where do you stand on the whole DH in the National League?
Well, you can call me old school, but I love no DH. I love the two separate rules. Seeing the strategy being played in the National League's great, but in the American League, the home runs aren't bad either.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air, not very deep, out to left field. Major going back. It's going to fall over his head and roll all the way to the wall. Andy Thomas just slapping one out to left field, and he's on second base with a 2-out double.
When you saw that there, 2 strikes in the count, he's almost just trying to put the ball in play, and you saw it. He kicked out his back, kind of just threw the bat out there and flared it out towards left field. The good thing there was Williams was shaded way over towards center field, so getting that ball was a long haul for him, and he wasn't able to get there, and an easy stand-up double for Thomas.
Cam Guangarena will step into center stage now with a runner in scoring position. The only starter to not record a hit tonight for the Gatemen is Jacob Teeter, who's on deck. Teeter did reach base. He walked back in the 5th inning. Guangarena's 1 for 4 with a single in the 6th. Brereton checks the runner at second, kicks, fires. The fastball is on the outside corner, 0-1.
When at 86, you almost got to think his pitches have a whole lot of movement to hit. If he's a starting pitcher in college, a very good pitcher in college, coming to the Cape League, you're obviously not a bad baseball player. If you're throwing 86 with movement and can consistently hit your spots.
Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2.
And if you have a good mix of pitches, that's something that scouts love, and it'll help you get to the next level, even if you aren't a Dylan Betances or an Aroldis Chapman. What we're seeing in Major League Baseball with guys who throw 95-plus seemingly every single day. There's no more Greg Maddoxes anymore who throw 86 with movement.
The 0-2. Slow chopper right back to the pitcher. Brereton goes to first, easy toss, and an easy out to end the top of the 8th. The Gatemen leave a runner stranded on second base. No runs on a hit, and one man left. After 7.5, Gatemen still on top. 6-0. We'll be right back.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Gatemen over Kettleers in the bottom of the 8th inning, 6-0. Brennan Fott back on the mound for the bottom of the 8th. Boy, he's been good. Mason Dodd, Colton Kessler, Nick Gonzalez, 8, 9, and 1 in the Kettleers batting order due up. First pitch on the way from Fott. Fastball darts over the inner half, 0-1. Mason Dodd, the first baseman, batting 8th, 0 for 2 tonight, 2 flyouts. First one to right field, second one to center field. The 0-1. Misses low and away, 1-1. 37 strikes and 16 balls for Brandon Fott. 4 innings deep. Dodd just gets a piece of it, fouls it off. 1-2. Actually, a new batter in. Not Mason Dodd. Joey Loperfido. Rising sophomore at Duke. Coming in for Mason Dodd. So Dodd's day is done. Loperfido, a New Jersey native. Batted .261 this past season with the Blue Devils. 4 homers, 18 RBIs. Made the shift over to second base after being the primary first baseman as a freshman. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to Loperfido. His mom played volleyball at Villanova. The pitch. Foul tipped into the glove of Guangarena. Strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away.
5th strikeout for Fod today. He's been so good.
Fod's rolling. The pitch. Line drive, left center field. Antico going back. And he plays it on a hop. Colton Kessler pulls in at first base with a one-out single.
Just the second hit given up by Fott. He's retired 13 of 15 batters.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now through 4 1/3. 39 strikes, 16 balls.
And again, he pitched 3 scoreless innings already this season, so 7 1/3 scoreless.
Another breaking ball, 79 miles per hour right down Broadway, 0-1. Nick Gonzalez, the new batter, looking for his first hit. He's walked twice tonight. 0 for 1. Runner at first base, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th. Breaking ball misses low and away, 1-1. Just so much movement on so many pitches from Brandon Fott. Kessler at first, the pitch. On the inner half, 1-2. Six 0 Gatemen. 13 hits tonight for Wareham. One of their best offensive nights. Only 4 hits for the Kettleers, including that one-out single that put Kessler on first base. Fott checks the runner, and Gonzalez calls time in the batter's box. Right on right matchup. The pitch from Fott. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to right field. Otsuka going back toward the track, makes the catch as he's backpedaling. The right fielder fires it back into second. Second out.
And you mentioned the pitch count just a little bit ago for Fott. He's been really efficient. He's now through 4 2/3 and hasn't even thrown 60 pitches.
58 to be exact. Now 2 away with a runner at first for Aubrey Major. Rather, Dante Williams. Williams coming in for Major. Looking for his first hit. Fastball misses away, 1-0. Dante Williams from Las Vegas. Left-handed batter, rising sophomore at the University of Arizona. Batted .267 with 2 homers this season. The pitch. Fouled off. 1-1. 35 RBIs, 34 walks. But he struck out 45 times. Kessler at first. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Gatemen by 6. And Fott pitching a shutout. Helped out by Barron, who started the game. Pitch over the outer half, 1-2.
Punch him out. Let's go.
Richard Brereton would be next. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Fastball away at 89 miles an hour, 2-2.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Weinstein comes and pulls Fott if he gets to that 70 pitch mark, but he's at 62 right now. He's got pitches to work with. Could easily get out of the 8th and pitch 5 innings tonight.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to Dante Williams. Runner at first, 2 away. Fott sets the pitch. Fastball. Right down Broadway. Strike 3 called. Brandon Fott is rolling. And we're through 8. The Gatemen are rolling. On top 6-0 over Cotuit.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Top of the ninth inning, Wareham by 6. The combination of Joseph Barron and Brandon Fott has been unreal. 4 hits allowed, no runs across the board. And the Wareham offense, equally as impressive. 6 runs on the board, Jacob Teeter, Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver. First pitch, threw a fastball, 0-1. Teeter looking for his first hit. He walked in the 5th inning, 0 for 3. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Brereton back on for his second straight inning. Pitch fouled off, 1-1. Or 0-2, rather. Teeter, the only Gateman to not record a hit tonight that started. Behind the count, 0-2. The pitch from Brereton misses away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brereton from Connecticut. 6'1", 200. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-2. Teeter, a rising junior at Florida Southern College. He's from Florida, but he's a Red Sox fan. The 2-2. Fastball misses away, 3-2. After Brereton got ahead, 0-2. 3 straight pitches out of the zone, and Teeter doesn't bite. Works a full count. The pitch. Hard hit ball, left center field. Williams going back. Hill going back. Williams makes the catch. Right on the track. 1 away.
Hard hit ball by Teeter. That ball was smoked, but all Williams had to do was take about 5-6 steps back, a couple to his left, and make the easy catch.
Nobody on base, 1 man out. Benjamin Sems, the new batter.
Take you around the league here in the 9th as Wareham started early today at Cotuit. No lights here at Cotuit.
Breaking ball over the outside corner, 0-1.
So therefore the early 5 o'clock start. Bourne and Falmouth are not playing tonight. They were at Bourne, and Bourne's field is just a mess because of all the rain.
The 0-1. Breaking ball, softly hit, right side. Picked up by the first baseman. Tosses over to the pitcher covering. Brereton steps on the bag for the second out. Broken bat leads to a ground out, 2 away.
Orleans up 4-0 on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in the top of the 6th. Brewster leads Harwich 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd, and YD and Chatham underway. Top of the 2nd, YD leading Chatham 1-0.
Nobody on base, 2 away. Dallas Beaver takes the fastball over the outside corner, 0-1. Well, how about the impressive debut for Dallas Beaver? 3 hits. He's reached base 4 times. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. First game in a Gateman uniform, and needless to say, he's made the most of it.
Yeah, couldn't ask for much better. I mean, all 3 hits were line drive singles, reached on the air as well.
The 0-2. Breaking ball, fouled off. Count holds at 0-2. I'm eager to see what Beaver's role will be all season.
Especially with a lot of good hitting catchers.
Yep.
I mean, Chad Stevens is normally at third. He didn't play tonight. He's 6 for 15. He's a 400 hitter.
The 0-2. Breaking ball, fouled off again.
And Stevens is also 5th in the league in RBIs as well. So, I mean, do you play a guy like Stevens who was just starting to heat up, or a guy like Dallas Beaver who came in and made the most of his opportunity? Going, well, right now, 3 for 4. We'll see what he does right here.
An 0-2 count with nobody on base and 2 away, top of the 9th inning. Gateman by 6, the pitch. Fastball swung right over the top in the dirt. Beaver heads over to first. Kessler comes up throwing and throws out Dallas Beaver. A 1-2-3 inning for Brereton. First 1-2-3 inning since the 3rd inning for
All from logo design, trucks and buildings to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Gateman looking to put a padlock in the bottom of the 9th inning on this game. 3, 4, and 5 in the Kettleers order. And Brendan Fott's night is over. Went 5 innings, 5 scoreless innings. And now we head to the bottom of the 9th with a new pitcher.
Ben Leeper, the new pitcher out of Oklahoma State for the Gatemen in his first appearance. He'll try to close out this 9th. Rising senior with the Oklahoma State Cowboys. 29 appearances, no starts. A 4-4 record, 7 saves, however, and a 4.31 ERA. Again, all out of relief, only 31 1/3 innings pitched in the 29 appearances. That's fairly good punch-out stuff. 43 strikeouts in those 31 1/3 innings pitched.
That's very good stuff. Brendan Fott had very good stuff today. So did Joseph Barron. Leeper trying to maintain this shutout. It would be the 2nd shutout of the season for the Gatemen. And the first in 9 innings. The only other one came against Chatham in Game 1. It was a 5-0 victory, but that was in 7 innings because that was Game 1 of a doubleheader. First pitch to Brereton, taken high, 1 ball, no strikes. Richard Brereton coming in as a relief pitcher, but he's a 2-way player. Getting a chance to batted .392 this season at Emory. The pitch from Leeper sits inside, 91-mile-per-hour fastball. 2-0. .392 batting average that led his team. Also 30 RBIs that led his team. 18 stolen bases that led his team. Breaking ball. Bends over the inner corner at 81, 2-1. Parker Chavers would be next. Casey Schmidt behind him. on the inner half, strike 2.
Fastball at 91 there from Leaper. And now, with a couple of strikes, we'll see if he comes with some off speed.
4 hits on the night for Cotuit. The 2-2. Hits Brereton right on the back, just over the numbers. He bent out of the way, but didn't dodge it in time. And so he heads over to first base, and the Kettleers have a base runner in the bottom of the 9th. It's the first time today that Brereton has gotten on base, or anybody in the 3-hole has gotten on base. There have been 3 different players hitting the 3-hole. Matthew Mervis, Arad Janu, and Richard Brereton, who now stands at first base. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th. 6-0. Gatemen on top. First pitch on the inner corner. 0-1. Parker Chavers the new batter. Chavers 0 for 3 today. A fly out, a strikeout, and he grounded into a double play. A 95-mile-per-hour fastball misses the outer corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can get it up there. Boy. 1-1 the count, nobody out. The pitch. Fastball misses away again, that time at 92. 2 balls, 1 strike. Casey Schmidt on deck. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Leaper from the first base side of the rubber, sets of the letters. Kicks, delivers, the pitch, fouled off. 2-2.
Got to this 2-2 count with the leadoff batter and then hit Brereton. See if he just continues to pump that fastball by him.
Runner at first, nobody out. The 2-2. Lifted in the air along the left field line. Antico drifting over toward the line, settles into the corner, makes the catch right on the warning track, 1 away.
Yeah, it's fairly, despite it being nearly 400 to center, it's only 320 down that left field line. That ball just kept carrying. Antico caught that one. He had his arm extended. It wasn't quite hitting the fence. That ball probably traveled about 310.
Still fairly humid here in Cotuit. So the ball not traveling at an ideal pace. Lifted in the air, right center field. Ward, the center fielder, under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Casey Schmidt retired. And I'll bring up Joe Casey, who has the weight of the game on his shoulders. Kettleers down to their final out. Runner at first base with 2 away, bottom of the 9th. 4 hits for Cotuit. Most of the fans still here. The Kettleers faithful. Lifted in the air, not very deep, out to straightaway center field. Sems the shortstop under it, makes the catch, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning after Brereton was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 9th. And Leaper comes in and padlocks a shutout. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
What a game for the Gatemen. No runs on 4 hits, only 6 left on base for the Kettleers tonight. I mean, an absolute masterful pitching performance from Brandon Fott, who went 5 innings scoreless. Joseph Barron, the starter, only allowed a couple of hits. He walked a couple as well, but scoreless. And Leaper closes the door after the hit-by pitch. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more complete game from the Gatemen tonight, in a game in which gives you sole possession of first place in the West.
5-2-1, the Gatemen record with this victory. 4-3-1, the Kettleers fall. The Gatemen now have sole possession of first place in the Western Division. Entering tomorrow's game against Harwich, a game that may or may not be played depending on the weather. Rain is in the forecast. Stay tuned. But as of now, there is a game tomorrow, and it's at home, and it's against Harwich. Final thoughts, Gabe, before we wrap it up?
I really got nothing else. Again, you couldn't have asked for a better performance tonight from the Gatemen. 6 runs on 13 hits, 10 left on base is the final line. Again, Kettleers, no runs on 4 hits, 6 left on base. As Fott gets his first win, he's 1-0, and Evan Justice, the starter tonight for Cotuit, really struggled. He drops to 0-1, and the first-place Gatemen will try to defeat Harwich tomorrow night, in which Harwich is losing 3-0 to Brewster right now.
Alrighty. Once again, final score from Cotuit. Gatemen 6, Kettleers nothing. For Javik Blake, for Addison Van Patten, with Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp, saying so long. Thanks for listening.